morning, guys. We have another unboxing for you here today. Something extremely exciting has showed up today. This right here I thought was an insanely good price for what I got, and I've been waiting for it since about April, something like that I believe is when I ordered it. And without further ado, as the title suggests, this is an awesome bundle that I saw online from Kendrick Lamar's website itself, and they were offering a t-shirt, a record, nonetheless a special edition record. It's in red vinyl, which we'll get to, but it's also hand autographed by Kendrick Lamar, and records themselves are usually about $30 to $40 depending on kind of the weight and who it is and how many LPs come in the package and that kind of thing. But this was all together about 40 bucks, which I thought was insane. I mean, a t-shirt itself, usually, especially from a band or a group or an artist, is, 25 to 30 bucks by itself. So to get a record, a t-shirt, and an autograph seemed insane for 40 bucks. But we're gonna find out how it all turned out. So, this is the t-shirt. Now, Kendrick Lamar doesn't exactly make very flashy attire. Anything that you've ever seen on his website, if you've ever visited it, very minimalist, no matter what it's been. So he very much kind of goes for this minimalist thing. So if you're into that, great. If you're into Kendrick, great. If you're not into either, then you're hosed. If you don't like minimalist, then also host. So, fair enough. Now, what do we have going on here? Oh. So it looks like not only have I gotten a regular version of the record itself, but I've also received a separate sleeve with Kendrick Lamar's autograph on his t-shirt there. So I would assume that is for people that obviously want to play the record and love the record and that kind of thing, and records tend to get beat up if you don't take great care of them, well, especially the covers themselves. If you store them in kind of, just a dirty place or whatever it may be, then you could take this and put it, I guess, frame it or hang it up somewhere or whatever you do with your autographed merch and memorabilia. And that's actually really cool, because I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting it to be on the record itself, and then kind of just having to be careful to not do anything that would destroy the autograph or, something crazy like that. Now, I guess you could technically put your record in this if you just wanted to use your autographed cover, but, it's kind of up to you. I don't actually, what? Come to think of it, I don't think this is available anymore, because it was a very limited quantity, because obviously there you have to say, okay, Kendrick, here's, let's say 2,000 blank covers with no vinyls in them, and, so sign all 2,000 of them, and then whoever happened to catch the link is, and went out and purchased it, they get it, and then after that, it's over. Let me show you some stuff going on here. People that want to see what the record sleeve looks like, because these are always interesting. A lot of artists will put some pretty cool stuff in here, sometimes little Easter eggs. I've seen notes from the artists inside of these, and I've seen, like with Pink Floyd, I've gotten stickers and that kind of thing, posters. So, and also the Kendrick Lamar shirt itself, because he does sell this, not the gray one. You can get a white one, I think there's a maroon colored one, and maybe a black. But, yeah, so, I mean, but it ultimately, there's not much difference between the shirts other than a slight color change, but it still has the same words on it, it still has the same basic everything. But yeah, let's open up this, and yeah, these are the exact same cover. I was kind of wondering if maybe on the autographed one, if for some reason they had removed things like the parental advisory or something and maybe cleaned it up a little bit so it was more of a display piece, but man, look at that. Now that is sweet, to be honest with you. I've gotten a lot of colored vinyl, and I got one from U2 that was all white, and it looked really, really cool, and this is very, very similar, except obviously that it's red, but that's really, really cool. Now, a lot of the ones that I get that are colored are typically like translucent, which is cool, but sometimes it's real cool when they're just bold, and I mean, there's really no mistaking it, you know what I mean? It's any light you hold it in, it's gonna be that bold, bold red. I have a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album that when I looked at it online, it looked like it was going to be a translucent, I believe it was red. I could grab it, but and it had blue speckles in it. It was supposed to be really, really cool. But when I got it, it's mostly translucent red, but the blue speckles in it are kind of muddled with it and that kind of thing. And so it didn't quite turn out as big and spectacular and cool as I had kind of hoped that it was going to. But this is just loud. This is very prominent. This is very, much like the record itself, just very aggressive of just, this is my statement, this is it, period. And I think that's really what Kendrick was going for with this whole release, whether it's between the way that he's gone about the tours, the merch, the music, everything. I mean, Kendrick, not many artists are like this these days, to where everything that they do is very calculated towards one thesis. You know, again, that one looks fantastic as well. This is what we got, and he's got a very small signature, I will say. I was not exactly expecting it to be basically just a letter K with a squiggle, you know? Yeah, it's very small. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kind of looking at it like, that's a little hilarious, to be honest with you. But in his defense, he's an extremely busy man. He's got a lot going on, and you know, yeah, at some point you gotta just get him done and that kind of thing. I know that deadmau5, he's typically a little bit more long-winded with his, because not only will he do a little bit longer of a signature, but also Joel will draw like a little mouse head with like the crossed out eyes and a tongue and all that. So that's the signature, and so that's pretty sweet. It did not come with a certificate of authenticity, which doesn't really bother me because I don't really plan to sell it. I don't really have anything to gain from it. I really just thought it was neat. I thought it was a good price, and I love Kendrick Lamar's music, so I thought, why not, you know? And I know that it's real because it came from his thing, you know, it looks to be real Sharpie and all that kind of thing. So, but, you know, whatever. For anyone who's a collector who might be thinking about that kind of thing, or maybe is waiting for theirs to come in today or something like that, and you were maybe thinking of getting some money going on eBay and stuff like that, it does not have a certificate, so you might struggle there a little bit. Anyways, that's what I've got, and yeah, have a good one.